Okay, this is the sort of video I never thought I'd do, but this is like really just a warning of being complacent when dealing with firms thinking they're going to look after you. I have all my cars insured with one insurer, Zurich. It's a VIP policy because they look after all the cars, all the house, everything, guns, the lot. And when I bought the Porsche, unfortunately on the way back, a stone flew up off the other side of the carriageway. We weren't travelling very fast, but you know, it actually hit the windscreen and it cracked it. So when I got back, the only people I could think of was Autoglass. Phoned them up, booked it in, rang the insurers. Yeah, that's the two we use, is Autoglass and National Windscreens. That's perfect, no problem at all, brilliant. Yeah, we cover that. You're covered for windscreens, not a problem. Just let them know and you pay 100 quid. Next thing I know is Autoglass are asking for £183. I don't understand why. So tell the insurer, yeah, well, they shouldn't be. It's 100 quid. Just have a row with them when you get there. No problem at all. I'll have a row. I like a row. Can I help yourself? So, not a problem. Go, you know, I carry on thinking I'm going to get this windscreen repaired. It was booked in for the Monday, which Monday just gone. Anyway, on the Friday, get a phone call from this girl at Autoglass. Oh, yeah, your appointment on Monday. Yeah, yeah, unfortunately, we don't work with Zurich. We don't know who Zurich is. What? Biggest insurance company in Europe, probably, you know, one of them. No, never heard of them. We don't work with them, but it's okay. You can pay cash. So what I'll do, I'm going to give you a quote now for cash, and if you want to, then you can still keep your appointment and you can pay cash on the day. I said, no, I'm covered by insurance. They're paying. And they've told me they do deal with you. No, we never heard of them. No, not going to do that. So I'll just give you a quote. I said, no, you put the quote where your sun don't shine. Just cancel it. I'm not going to come in. Simple as that. You know, it gets paid for by the insurance company. That's the point of having insurance. So obviously I got a bit busy. Couldn't help myself. Get off the phone my brokers who've been really good, Marsh private clients. Phone them up. Because I'm in the business, so I know when things are going wrong. So I phoned them up. I said, look, this has happened. It's not right. Something don't ring true. Zurich need to be aware, A, that they're claiming they, you know, Autoglass, one of the biggest companies in the country for windscreens, is claiming they never heard of Zurich. And they don't work with Zurich. They don't do anything with Zurich. And also about his 183 quid and offering me to pay cash instead. That just sounds to me like someone's going to trouser some cash somewhere on the line. So I want to make sure that's legit, but who do I use? So he said, oh, National Windscreens, not a problem. Now, just to confuse matters, in the meantime, I've changed the number plate on the motor, and I can obviously put a private plate on it. So I have to have that changed in the meantime. So I phoned National Windscreens, and I say, look, this has happened with your, with Autoglass. We have a bit of a laugh at the expense of Autoglass, because now, instead of them doing a £2,000 job, National Windscreens going to do the £2,000 job, not a problem. So that's fine. We have a laugh about it. I explain, here's the number plate I had when I got the car. This is what it's travelling on. This is what the insurance is. Here's a copy of the document. And however, by the time it comes to you for my booking, which is next week or whatever, so it's going to have this number plate on it. So you need to know that number plate just so that the guys recognise the car when I turn up. Don't want any fuss. Oh yeah, that's fine, not a problem. I spent about half an hour on the phone to this fella, nice as pie, sort it out, booked in, no problem. Come to today, I'm having the cars valeted, and I've got to be careful because obviously that windscreen, so I told the valeter, don't go near the windscreen, no, clean it gently and all the rest of it. Because I'm not driving it, because obviously I don't want to do any damage to it. So I get a phone call, National Windscreens. All confused about number plates and God knows what. I mean, this woman's in the right state. So I said, look, no, calm down. So I talked her through what happened. Right, she said, well, anyway, she said, Zurich said you're already covered elsewhere. You've got the job done elsewhere, so they're not authorising the windscreen. What are we talking about? Yeah, Zurich have said they've authorised Autoglass to do the job. I said, but you and I both know, I've just explained to you how Autoglass claim never heard of Zurich, so they wanted me to pay cash So they shouldn't have put a claim in the first place. Because if they put a claim form in, that apparently has been authorised, that's a process that they should not have gone through because they cancelled my booking. It was supposed to have happened on Monday. I mean, have they been paid? Oh, I don't know. I said, well, ring them and say, no, that was cancelled. Number one, I'm booked in National Windscreen. That needs to be authorised for next week because I need to drive my car. I can't drive my car at the moment. What's the point in having it? I said, number two, I think they will be looking into whether Autoglass have actually put a fake claim in. Maybe they try and get paid thinking they won't get caught out. You know, something's going wrong here. That's not the process. You know, Zurich would not authorise a payment to someone without a request for money. I can't make a request for money. I'm not doing a repair. Autoglass must have put a request in, which is fraudulent because they know full well they're not doing the job. So she goes away. She says, don't worry, she says, I'll sort it out. If you hear from me in 10 minutes, there's a problem. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Just come next week. Yeah. 5 minutes later, phone's ringing. It's her again. Yeah, no. Zurich are refusing to authorise us. Refusing to authorise us. Why? Because Autoglass have got their claim in. Autoglass are doing the job. You've got to go to Autoglass. I said, I'm not going to Autoglass. They can't do it. They've told me that. I'm not paying for the job. The insurance company's paying for it. I said, I'll just leave it with me. I'll sort it out. So now I've had to phone my broker and say, can you talk to Zurich? But not only can you make sure it's Zurich, number one, the most important thing is they must ring National Windscreens now and say, yes, we authorise you to do the job, because that's the most important thing. That's the whole point. Get it done. So I can at least get the car, so I can actually start enjoying it. Number two, ask Zurich to investigate, while they think the Autoglass are one of their preferred providers, the top two apparently, but they're claiming they don't know who Zurich are. Number two, what was £183 charge? What was that in aid of? When the only charge you should apply on an insurance job is the excess, which is 100. Everything else gets billed to Zurich. Number three, why were they asking me to do the job cash? And how does that relate? Was there a claim put in by Autoglass to Zurich for payment for replacing a windscreen that they knowingly did not intend to provide me? Or intended to charge me for? Even worse, maybe they were going to try and charge me cash for it, pretend they weren't able to claim from Zurich, and hopefully it was all lost in the muddle that I spent money on the windscreen I didn't need to. It needs investigating. So anyway, ran over, but yeah, what a con job, cheeky bastards.